welcome to July's Q&A. I've got a very special guest today. This is Chase. Chase Versus Everything.
Yeah.
Tell people what you do.
I make creative content for people who are questioning life's big ideas.
His videos are amazing. You should definitely check them out, especially the morning one.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my favorite videos.
Inspired?
Yeah.
Inspired? By yours truly.
Today, though, we're going to answer some questions about creativity.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. First one comes from Travis, and he says, where do you get inspiration for your videos?
I don't think creativity is something like innate, a thing that someone has or something that doesn't. It's more of a process. So
Yeah.
I get ideas and inspiration from my environment. If I want new ideas, I need to be in new environments, new places. So that's why like being halfway across the world is so inspiring.
By the way, right now we're filming this at VidCon.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mildly relevant probably to the answers. So yeah, being around by like different people, different places, different ideas, just give me like sort of like more materials then to put together and create with.
I think the same for me. I can't try and think about the type of content that I would have liked to see when I was in design school. That's what I try and make. But also I get inspired by things I do. Basically, I feel like when you are a content creator, everything you do can be an opportunity for content. You know? Yeah. Like right now in VidCon, we're filming this. I'm filming an outfit video. Like you just think of ways you can make your everyday life and things you're doing into a video. Awe says, how much time do you spend thinking/researching about something before creating?
Not enough. So many headaches could be saved if I planned things like properly.
Do you feel like though that planning could be detrimental to the creative side?
To an extent, having good planning enables you to be more creative in the moment. So when you're not worried about where your next shoot location is going to be or whether you're going to have enough battery or anything like that, then you have like, you're more able to be able to create. You're not under those unnecessary pressures.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think of the idea like that sort of part of the creative side is not planned. Like it just, will come to me one day. Then I do a lot of planning before I will film the video because mostly when it's a DIY video or something, I need to gather all the materials and think about actually how this is going to work, do a bit of structure to it, and then you can get on to the creating. This is an interesting one from Nat. She says, what does the word creativity mean to both of you? Big question.
Creativity to me is, it's making with a purpose.
I like it.
It's not just sharing everyday life. It's more than self-expression. It's probably closer you get to sort of artistic and like self-fulfillment.
Yeah, it's got meaning behind it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like when you're creating something, you want to think about the message that you're portraying with this thing you're creating. Yeah. And sometimes you might not be thinking of the message at the forefront of your mind, but it will be there. Like when you're creating, there is a reason that you're creating, there's a reason that you're inspired, and that's why it's coming out.
You let us know.
Yeah, actually.
What is creativity to you? Because I think, I don't know, maybe we can
let's have some discussion in the comments or on Twitter. Yeah, let's talk about that. Emma says, do you ever get creative block and how do you overcome it?
Constantly.
Wait, you constantly overcome it or you constantly get it?
Both.
Good.
No, creative block I think is a natural thing that happens. Like it comes in different severities. So when I run myself dry, I'm trying to make too much. I'm not like
burnout, right?
Yeah, like you can't keep driving a car without filling it up every so often. Like,
good analogy.
You've got to take time to like recharge yourself and be happy yourself. Otherwise, you burn out and you get creative block. So, I mean, how do I overcome it personally? Like I've made 4 videos on it. It's such like a relevant thing to me. Usually it's sleep is my main problem. I don't sleep enough. Nature, go to somewhere new, go to somewhere pretty, appreciate other art. Yeah. And talk it out, discuss things with friends, have meaningful conversation and something might come out of it. Yeah. Yeah,
the way I when I get creative block as well, it's because I'm overloaded. Yeah. And there's not enough time to let ideas like you
pounce on your first idea or something like that.
Yeah, or if you get a little spark, there's no time to like fan the flames because you're too busy doing everything else. Yeah. That's when creative block strikes most for me. So I have to sort of like just take a step back and be okay with doing a bit less that week, you know, in order to recharge the brain, I suppose. Laura says, do the chance of your idea being a waste of material, time and energy ever stop you from starting, and have you ever regretted something?
I have ruined more screens and possibly more t-shirts than I have printed and made. Yeah. I have dropped camera gear. I have like
Well, maybe you've regretted the drop in camera gear, but you haven't regretted the screens, right? Like,
well, no, not the screens in the slightest. Like, that is a cost of learning.
Yeah, that's part of the process.
I've wasted, a better analogy, I've wasted hours on videos that will never see the light of day.
And you know what? I bet they're wonderful videos.
But they're not up to my standard. Like, they were a learning process, and I don't think I should, I don't think you should ever view putting time and effort or money into something that, like, you're still in the baby step stage as a waste, because if you don't, you're never going to progress past that.
It is easy to get annoyed at yourself, right?
Certainly.
When you do something and it doesn't work and you feel frustrated. That's what happens to me a lot anyway.
Especially time.
It's
like, oh, I wasted that afternoon and nothing came out of it.
Yeah, that's the most important thing for me. Like, spending energy, spending money, don't mind, but wasting time is a big one. But yeah, that's why you have to think of it as part of the learning process and think that you couldn't get to the next stage without doing this first. Do you ever find it hard to fully execute an idea? I struggle so much. I guess what Chelsea means is, like, you start something, but then to see it through to the finish.
Yeah. And a lot of the times what I start to make isn't what I end up with. So I've been working on a series at the moment on Soul Pancake called How to Human, and, like, originally I'd envisioned, like, 20-minute episodes going into in-depth, and then I realized that wasn't what I needed to make. So, like, it's so different from where it was at the beginning, but I'm happy with it now. So I've seen it through and finished. You gotta make a judgment call. Like, one of my favorite humans is Tim Ferriss, who's an entrepreneur, and he says practice the art of non-finishing. So if a TV series is terrible by the 4th episode, stop watching it. If you're not enjoying a movie halfway through, stop wasting your night. Like, you've already spent the money, just, like, cut your losses and leave.
Yeah, so don't waste your time as well.
Yeah, and with the video as well, like, once I've got sort of, like, 70% of the way through filming, I know my own skill level and I know how much time I have left, so I can judge generally whether it's like, okay, well, we learned something, maybe we try to be, like, a touch less ambitious or play to my own strengths a little bit more for the next thing.
That's a really good take on it, I think. That's a good way to think about it.
Don't give up too easy, but realize that you're not gonna, like, just by grinding against something that isn't gonna work, maybe you'd be better off to rethink and restart.
When you're working alone, who do you turn to for critique?
Yeah. I've got friends who, we're on a level now where they can say something is not great and it won't impact me, like, too personally.
Yeah.
And those kind of people are important. You're never gonna get better if you're the only one looking and critiquing your work.
Yeah.
You need other people, and everyone has eyes, even if they're not an expert and they can't tell you specifics of what's wrong. You can bounce ideas off friends. You can still show them something and say, does this look right? Does this feel right? And then at least that gives you a bit of an idea.
Yeah. Exactly. I tend to not get too much critique on the things that I create. But I do have, like, a trusted, like, Femke, my podcast co-host. Whenever I have an idea for something that I want to bounce off, she's the person I turn to, and I know that she'll...
Sounding boards are so important. Those people you need.
Yeah. I prefer, I think, to get critiques in the idea stage than on the final product, because then I'm, like, it's validating your idea and validating you should spend time on it.
Eventually you get to a point where you know yourself. Like, you get a bit more confident.
That's why I don't show my videos to people before I post them, because I know...
I don't anymore. I used to. I know I can edit a video, unless it's something, like, crazy I've never done before and I need to ask if it works. But
if you've tried something new.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cool.
If you've got any more questions about creativity, please leave them in the comments, because I do try and answer all of them all the time. Maybe you can pop in and answer
I'll
some.
hang out.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you for being on my channel, Chase.
Thank you for having me.
We've been friends for, like, all of the time that I've been on YouTube, I think. So
that's crazy.
It's good to finally film something together. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on my channel if you want to see more from me, and go check out Chase.
Yes.
Where do you want people to go to?
Chase vs Everything.
There we go. And also leave links to the New Age Creators down there, which is a collab channel that Chase is a part of, which is very cool.
Woo!
I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna move in a little bit more, because I worry that you're, like, on the edge too much.
I'm on the edge.
Oh God.
This is gonna show up, like, all the sweat on my face right now.
That's going in the bloopers. Next stage, without doing this first. You, air conditioning.
Oh man.